Sigma mixers, the workhouse when it comes to high viscosity mixing, very commonly used again in the food industry. In a Sigma mixer, you have two mixing blades. These are Sigma shaped, or S shaped, as you can see in the image, which are placed in a W shaped horizontal trough. These blades, as we said, are close clearance, and here the clearance between the vessel and the blade tips, the vessel and the blade tip is to the tune of 1 to 2 millimeters. Extremely close clearance because you're handling viscous materials. You need the blade action to cause material motion. With two blades, you actually can carry out the kneading action. So material is pulled, sheared, compressed, kneaded, and folded by the action of the blades against the walls of the mixer trough. These equipment could be jacketed for circulation of heating or cooling media if required. They're capable of handling viscosities to the tune of 10 million centipoise. The fill-up volumes, well, 45 to 65% of the ball volume. Extremely high homogeneity can be achieved because of the blade configurations. So you can get a 99% homogeneous mix with viscous materials when you are using the Sigma type mixer or the double arm mixer. They are extremely high on power consumption. You have two mixing blades. They are heavy duty and high torque applications. Typically, the specific power is in the range of 45 to 75 kilowatt per meter cube. Well, Sigma blade mixer, or as it is called as a double arm mixer, also comes with a lot of options. So just like we saw the Sigma blade, the S-shaped blade, you could have the masticator blade, which in certain cases where the material could stick, elastic, sticky material that could stick into the cavities of the Sigma blade and could just keep rotating with the blade. You use the masticator blade, which is far more solid and would not allow any sticking of materials as there are no cavities. They are also capable of handling higher viscosities as compared to the Sigma blade. So you have the masticator blade. And you have, the spiral blade, which is typically a lower shear option as compared to the Sigma blade. And you have a Neben blade, which on the contrary here is an extremely high shear. So the application of a Neben blade in the food industry is limited, but in the food industry, the Sigma blade, the spiral blade, and the masticator blades can be used. The blade action is equally important. In other cases, we saw typically, other than the double arm paddle mixer, which had two mixing elements in the case of solids, here in the case of high viscosity mixers, we have the Sigma blade, the two Sigma blades which are placed parallel to each other, and then the configuration in which they are placed would be either tangential, that is the blades move at tangents to each other, as you can see in image 1 on the top left, on the top right rather, and then the overlapping blades, where the blades rotate at same speeds and they overlap into the compartments. So there's a W-shaped trough, as you can see in the tangential option. The blades are restricted to a portion or a sector of the trough, whereas in the overlapping, the blades cut across these sections, and that is the overlapping blade. So depending on the application, you choose the tangential blade option or the overlapping blade option. The tangential blade is generally used for materials with higher viscosities, where kneading action is required, such as in case of doves. Overlapping blades are used for lighter materials viscosities are low, such as creams and pastes. Discharge options. Again, we are handling extremely high viscosities here. So we should have ways and means to discharge the material. How do we do it? Well, the most common method of discharging is by tilting the mixer container. After the mixing is completed, the container is tilted by, say, about 100 degrees. The blades are started and the material comes out of the mixer. In certain applications where the material is non-sticky and does have some flowability, you can have a bottom discharge valve. And with the bottom discharge valve, the material just gets pushed out of the mixing vessel. There could be materials which are extremely viscous, and neither the tilting option nor the bottom discharge works for them. Well, in such cases, we have what is called as a mixer extruder, where you have a discharge screw located in the lower compartment. That's the image that you see in the right. There are two blades, and then between the two blades, there is an extruder screw. And that, after the mixing is completed, pushes the material out. While the mixing is happening, this blade rotates in an opposite direction and it also contributes to the mixing action. And because of this, with this 3-blade configuration, the mixing time is low. You can handle extremely viscous materials to the tune of 10 million centipoise.